Another Sunday and another game that has the same song and the same dance. For the New York Football Giants, simply just not good enough to win a football game. Brian Daboll was not good enough. The offense was not good enough. And the defense was not good enough. The Giants are now 2-7 yet again in an NFL season. Their season is over before November. And you're looking at a top 5 pick yet again. This was a game where the New York Giants passed for 0 yards at the halftime break. And Brian Daboll said to the media that it wasn't because we didn't trust in Daniel Jones to throw the football. It was because we thought we could run the ball well. And then he went and abandoned the run completely in the second half. I'm not going to give this game full blame on Daniel Jones, but at the end of the day, he scored 22 points. 20 completions for 174 yards. It's never going to be good enough. Tyrone Tracy has 16 carries for 66 yards. I think he had like 12 carries at halftime. Malik Nabers, 9 receptions for 59 yards. There's going to be a lot of talk about the 2-point conversion plays. I have no problem with going for 2. The data tells you to go for 2. Throughout NFL history, there's more than a 50% chance that you're going to get a 2-point conversion. I do have a problem with the 2-point conversion plays the Giants have run. They are 0-5 on 2-point plays this year. We go from the swinging gate to taking sacks on the 2-point conversions. The Giants are 2-7 or worse for the 6th time in the last 8 years. So people are going to talk about the offensive pass interference that the Giants had. Was it a bad call? Maybe, but the ref saw enough to call the penalty. And you need to make it, as a player, extremely clear you are not committing a penalty. I believe that comes down to coaching. Giants couldn't get lined up last week. They couldn't get lined up in 3 years under Brian Daboll. It's consistently illegal formations. It's consistently illegal motion. It's consistently ineligible man downfield. And now it is consistently offensive pass interference. You can blame the refs. I'm sure Ed Hockley and his crew are just out to get the big bad New York Giants. But at some point, Brian Daboll needs to look in the mirror and say, what can I do better to not have these calls go against my team and potentially cost them the game? And Daniel Jones comes to the press conference and says, just overall have to be better. Every week. Just have to be better. I don't know if the Giants had any explosive pass plays today. This score is a lot closer than the actual game. This game was never close. It was a 2-possession game throughout the second half. They put some makeup up on the end when that pass to Theo Johnson was caught for a touchdown. Johnson also had a couple of drops. Got to be better than that. Is there a more stuck-in-the-mud franchise than the New York Giants right now? I just don't even have the energy to get upset. I don't have the energy to rant anymore. We're wasting Malik Nabers, and your team is just who they are, which is a bad football team on all sides of the football, as the Giants at this moment have the 6th overall pick in the 2025 NFL draft. I don't know why Daniel Jones continues to start, and that is not because that Daniel Jones is the problem. It's because Daniel Jones is not the solution. And it's because Daniel Jones has an injury guarantee of $25 million. I'm hoping the Giants come out and play Drew Lock against the Carolina Panthers when you go play in Germany next week. But even then, I'll never root for this team to lose, but I understand what losing does at this point, and I'm not going to be mad at anybody to do that. What's the biggest problem with the New York Giants right now? What's the biggest problem? I think it comes down to heart at times, but overall, I think it's a skill gap, and I don't know. Dexter Lawrence says the offense gave us opportunities and we didn't take advantage of it, and they gave us a chance to win it and we didn't take advantage of it. You know it is bad when your defense thinks that 22 points is enough to win a football game. The Giants are in a very, very bad spot. We do go, got more to talk about coming up in a second. I got to give a major shout out to today's sponsor, Game Time. If you're looking for last-minute tickets to a sporting event or a concert, Game Time is the best place you're going to get it. And if you're going to go to a Giants game this year, at least save yourself some money and use the promo code ChatSports. And you're going to get $20 off your first purchase. Promo code ChatSports, ChatSports. Get $20 off your first purchase where terms do apply. You get the best seats for the lowest prices guarantee. You get to access your tickets from your phone. Prices drop as the events get closer, and it's easy to resell your tickets as well. Make sure you use that Game Time Picks feature, making it that much more easy to go see your favorite team play, and the all-in pricing feature. That way the price you see is the price that you pay. Shout out to Game Time. Download the app, create an account, use the promo code ChatSports, ChatSports. I think this was the worst performance from the Giants defense this year, and I think this is worse than the performance that they had against the Commanders in Week 2 when they did not force a punt a single time. The Giants defense had an opportunity at the end to get off the field and get the ball back to your offense, and it was a man by the name of Chris Rodriguez, who was the fourth back on the Commanders' depth chart, who ran the ball down your throat, down your throat, down your throat. Tyler Nubin gets lost in coverage on that final possession, putting the ball for the Commanders in scoring territory. This defense did not force a turnover, and they had 0 sacks. The worst defensive performance of the season. As much as I want to blame Daniel Jones, as much as I want to bash Daniel Jones, he turned the ball over again in enemy territory. I get it, nobody blocked, but just because you get sacked doesn't mean you have to turn the football over. I say all that to say I think this team has realized they are going nowhere. And I think this defense has understood and they have digested that they have to be perfect to win a football game. But you got carved up yet again by Jaden Daniels. He cooked you. He was 15 of 22, over 10 yards per completion. Daniel Jones could never, and he had 4 carries for 21 yards. Also, Deonte Banks has officially stepped onto the bus bubble. The Banks are always open on Sundays, and when the Giants play on Monday nights, they are open, and when they play on Thursday nights, they are open. Deonte Banks with 11 seconds left in the first half, where the Washington Commanders are 18 yards away from the end zone, allowed an 18-yard go route to Terry McLaurin. You want to know the route Terry McLaurin ran? He ran this way, went like that, and just ran the fade route, and Deonte Banks got lost in the sauce. The banks that Deonte Banks runs, they don't even lock the safe. They say you can just go take it. Because every week, he either gives you a lack of effort, he does not tackle, or he gets scored on. In this case, it was 2 times. It's a general manager, head coach, and quarterback league. And I am asking the question again, do the Giants have the right guy in any of those spots? I think Joe Schoen has done some good. I think Brian Daboll can be a good head coach. I have no faith in Daniel Jones to be a Super Bowl winning quarterback. And they gave him $92 million. You traded up to go select Deonte Banks when he could have had Joey Porter Jr. I get it. You could play the what-if game for every pick ever made. But at the end of the day, you have had 4 first-round picks. Evan Neal, Kayvon Thibodeau, Deonte Banks, and Malik Nabers. One doesn't play. One is hurt consistently. And then another one is bad in Deonte Banks. I don't know. I wish I had the solutions. I don't know what else to say. I love this team more than anything in this world, but there's only so many gut punches a man can take and a woman can take. That's wrong, remote. I'm just kind of running out of I don't know. I don't really know what else to say. It hurts. And right now, I'm not sure I see the light at the tunnel. Another year, 2-7, 6th time in 8 years. It's a John Mara problem. It is a Joe Shane problem. It is a Daniel Jones problem and a Brian Daboll problem. We'll see y'all later.